boring you, but if I hear you yawn out loud again, it's not going to be good. Sit up, pay attention, wake up. This is all about you today. Okay, so in each of these motions, they were second amended motions to revoke unadjudicated probation. Mr. Jenkins pled true in each of those to counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, and 18 on probation for theft of a firearm in each case, which are state jail felonies. Is everyone ready to proceed?
We are, Your Honor. I'd like to put on the record what the offer is, and just for him to reject the offer,
Sure.
if I may.
Yes.
Your Honor, it's my understanding that the offer is 20 months on the motion to revoke probation and 10 years on the ag robbery case with a dismissal in the fraud case. And Mr. Jenkins has indicated that he wants to reject that offer. I've indicated to him that the state is likely going to file a motion to stack those sentences in all 3 cases, and he's expressed to me that he wants to reject that.
Mr. Jenkins, so I want to make sure you understand, you've talked to Mr. Parker about all of that, is that correct? And we'll get through today these 2 MTRPs, and then whatever happens on those after that, that aggravated robbery and the fraudulent use or possession of identifying information. I already did it. Those will be set for trial. If you go to trial and a jury finds you guilty, then the state can request that I stack whatever punishment you get then on top of what you get today. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And you want to reject that and go forward with this hearing, and then we'll figure out a trial date for other cases. Is that what you want to do? I'm sorry?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so, Mr. Parker, I will allow you to go forward with argument on punishment.
Your Honor, I mean, this is on motions to revoke probation. And I mean, the only thing I have to offer is that my client is set in jail, and obviously I'm not the facts of the other alleged crimes, just his probation here is that drugs has been a problem for him, which his probation officer has admitted to. And my client is set in jail for a considerable amount of time, which he's expressed to me, he's expressed to his probation officer. He's realized, I mean, he's been there for several months, and he's learned that these people that he hangs around aren't the right people for him. He wants to do better in life, be there for his family, and I think some type of treatment and allow him to continue on probation is the best thing. Otherwise, I would just defer to the court their decision.
Thank you, Mr. Parker. Mr. Smith?
Based on his activity in the jail, based on his activity when he's not in jail, all of the allegations that were found true, all of the new crimes that have been committed, continuing him on probation after having successfully completed both tracks of ISF, would just not be appropriate. We ask that you find him guilty, revoke his probation, and sentence him to 24 months in the state jail on each case.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. So, Mr. Jenkins, one of the things that Mr. Parker said, and that a lot of especially younger offenders come in here to say, is that they're hanging around the wrong people, and that's part of the problem. And what I typically see, and more, is that what I think you are as well, is you are the wrong person. Right? I mean, nobody's forcing you to do anything, and everybody wants to do this and say that somebody else is at fault for being a complete menace in our community. Running around with guns, stealing from people, being part of a group that ends up shooting someone, that terrorizes a family in the middle of the night. You didn't have to be there, so you are the bad person. My only regret here truly is that I only have 2 years to give you, and that's not going to keep you off our streets long enough. it's ridiculous that you were given the opportunities that you were given when you got this probation. And I know what I said to you because I say it to everyone, especially you young ones. I'm sending you to ISF so that you can learn how to get out and be successful on probation. And you got out and you just running around with stealing and guns and shooting and all the bad things like you're living in the Wild West. In cause number 22-39541, I'm going to find, again, that you entered your pleas of true to counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, and 18 freely and voluntarily. In addition, in cause number 22-39210, find that you entered those same pleas of true freely and voluntarily. In each of those cases, also make the findings that counts 5, 6, 7, 11, 15, 16, 19, and 20 are true. Find sufficient evidence at this time to find you guilty, and in cause number 39541, find you guilty of theft of a firearm. Sentence you to a term of 24 months in the state jail prison. You do receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. Cause number 22-39210. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of theft of a firearm. Sentence you to a term of 24 months in the state jail prison. You will also receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. Give me just a second. I need a certification. Thanks. I'm going to hand you in just a minute, and you'll need to sign it, and then I'll give you a copy of a document called your Certification of Right to Appeal. You do have some rights to appeal this decision and these findings today. You can talk to Mr. Parker about that. I'm also going to hand you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. Because of the judgments entered against you, you are ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. Firearm is a legal term, and you should read the written admonishment I provide you to see what devices qualify as a firearm. If you have questions about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition, or about how long that lasts, you can also talk to Mr. Parker. What we'll do now is move those to the ag robbery and the new fraudulent use or possession of identifying information. We'll put it on one announcement docket. If it's not worked out at that point, then we'll get those set for trial as quickly as possible. Good morning, sir. Are you Trevor Green?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Reynolds, will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
He will, Judge. Just, excuse me, before we get going, I'd like to point out that the grandmother of the victim is here in the courtroom today, Millie Stoker. She's not only the grandmother, but she's essentially acted as a mother figure for the victim in this case, raising him since he was like 4 days old. 4 days old.
Okay.
And I've discussed the plea agreement with her, and she's in agreement.
Thank you for being here, ma'am. All right, so Mr. Green, in cause number 250524, you're charged with the first-degree felony offense of murder from April 28th of 2025, and how do you plead to that charge?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you pleading guilty because you did what they charged you with?
Yes, ma'am.
I have here on the computer some documents that have your signature on them that the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Reynolds?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you fully understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
Also, do you understand if you're not a U.S. citizen that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law? State tenders number 1.
No objection, statesman.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Green is not competent?
None to my knowledge.
And Mr. Green was charged as an adult, not certified, correct?
His charges is
Okay.
Your Honor.
I was just trying-
There's no certification.
Okay.
He was 17 prior to the alleged.
Okay. All right then, Mr. Green, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of murder. Sentence you in accordance with your agreement to a term of 30 years in the Institutional Division of the Texas Department of Corrections. You do receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. I'm handing you the trial court certification. That shows that this was an agreement that I followed, and so you have waived your right to appeal. I have also handed you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. Because of that judgment against you, you're ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. Firearm is a legal term, and you should read the written admonishment I provided you to see what devices qualify as a firearm. If you have questions about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition, or about how long that lasts, you can talk with Mr. Reynolds. All right, good luck to you, sir. You can go back with the bailiff. Thank you again, ma'am, for being here. Good morning. Are you Tiffany English? And Mr. Rojas, will your client waive the formal reading of the motion in each case?
She will, Your Honor.
Ms. English, in 18-30705, I have a motion to revoke your unadjudicated probation. Shows that you were placed on probation June 10th of 2019 for the offense of assault on a peace officer, a second-degree felony, and that was a 7-year deferred probation. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And in cause number 19-31722, I also have a motion to revoke your unadjudicated probation. Shows that you were placed on probation June 10th of 2019 for the state jail felony offense of possession of a controlled substance, and that was a 5-year deferred probation. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And Judge, I just want to clarify for the court's knowledge, I spoke with Ms. Cole. That was extended. When I first looked at it, it looked like it was
Okay.
2019, and now it's 25, that it would have been expired, but I confirmed that it had been expired.
Okay, thank you. Each of these cases allege that you violated your probation. Count 1 in each case alleges that you tested positive on a drug patch for tetrahydrocannabinol and cocaine May 8th of 2025. And is that true or not true?
Yes, ma'am.
True or
Yeah,
not?
sure.
Count 2 in each case alleges that you failed to provide verification of completing a job search. And is that true or not true?
Yes, true.
Count 3 in each case alleges that you are behind in your court-assessed fees. Is that true or not true?
True.
Count 4 in each case alleges that you failed to successfully complete the SafeP program. Is that true or not true?
True.
Did you enter your pleas of true to counts 1 through 4 freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you plead true to those counts because they're actually true?
Yes, ma'am.
In each of these cases, I have here on the computer some documents that have your signature on them that the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Rojas?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you fully understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand if I follow the agreements that you've made with the district attorney, you will be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
State tenders number 1 in each case?
No objection.
It's admitted in each case. Is there any evidence that Ms. English is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am, in each of your cases, I'm going to find that you entered your pleas of true to counts 1 through 4 freely and voluntarily. Find those counts true. In cause number 18-30705, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of assault on a peace officer. Sentence you in accordance with your plea agreement to a term of 3 years in the Institutional Division of the Texas Department of Corrections. You will receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive.
Yes, ma'am.
In cause number 19-31722, also find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of possession of a controlled substance. Sentence you in accordance with your agreement to a term of 18 months in the state jail prison. You will also receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. These 2 cases will run concurrently, which means together at the same time. I'm handing you the trial court certifications in each of your cases that shows these were agreements that I followed, so you have waived your right to appeal. I have also handed you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition.
Yes, ma'am.
Because of the judgments entered against you, you're ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. Firearm is a legal term, and you should read that written admonishment I provide you to see what devices qualify as a firearm. If you have questions about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition, or about how long that lasts, you can talk to Mr. Rojas.
Yes, ma'am.
Good luck to you, ma'am. You can go back with the baby.